Hello everybody, it is me, Roller Lover 69 here. Road? But yeah, so I decided to make this little video here because, well, one, I've been meaning to make Mario Kart related content for a while. I've been meaning to make Mario Kart related content for a while now. And, and this felt like a fitting subject, which was Mario Kart World got updated recently. And that means Mario Kart World's update was worthy enough for me to talk about for whatever reason. And I don't know if I don't think I've talked about this at all, but I don't like Mario Kart World's free roam. It's not that it's bad per se, it's just that it has a glaring flaw. Actually, technically speaking, the world in Mario Kart World overall is a flaw of the game, but that's a topic for a bigger video. But one of the big issues I have with free roam is its map. Is that a P-switch over there? Motherfucker. What the heck, an item? Koopa Shell? Other item. Banana! No! Anyway, that was fun. So my main issue with free roam is honestly its map. And with the recent Mario Kart update, yeah, that got updated, and honestly, I'm really happy about it. I'm really happy about the update. It's not perfect, but I certainly like it. So what does the map look like now if it got updated? This. Not much different, eh? It's because we're not looking in the right place. Down here, we have the new updated counters. Instead of it being like those little numbers on the side that you would usually have, like just kind of showing you like, oh, you have this many panels, you have this many P-switches, you have this many medallions. You'd instead have have this little selection here, and you press L and R to switch between them. And what does switching between them do? Well, it does this. Switching to P-switches shows all the P-switches in the area. Switching to medallions shows all the medallions on the map and all that. And using this, if you've already gotten some medallions and some P-switches, you can actually figure out where all the P-switches are just based on, well, if there's any big gaps. And I've already technically used this already. So over here, actually better thing is down here is this P-switch, which I hit. If I remember correctly, that was the one I just hit earlier. Yeah, I hit this P-switch and failed it intentionally. That wasn't just a bit. That was not just a bit for funnies. That was actually to prove a point. Now that I failed that P-switch, it is transparent, and as I have up here between Moo Moo Meadows, Peach's Castle, Choco Mountain, and Toad's Factory are two transparent P-switches that I found activated but never cleared. And I found these using the fact that there was a big gap between all four of these locations. And you could technically apply this to like other regions on the map, like here in the snowy area, down here between Wario Shipyard, Peach Beach, and Salty Speedway. There's this little big gap here in the ocean, and with these little islands and all that, you could probably find maybe a couple P-switches there. So yeah, I definitely do think this is a good solution. Definitely not my favorite. But travel to one of the P-switches and try to find something like maybe a medallion, because if I remember correctly, yeah, medallions. The medallions are the same situation. There's a big gap in an area. If you search that area, you might find another medallion. So let's go search. There's a big gap here, and I want to see if there's any medallions in the area. Star, yeah! There's the rainbow tree! Actually, that wouldn't have helped me because I hit the tree the moment I lost. Insert comedic skit here about me hitting the tree as soon as the star runs out, causing me to faceplant right into the tree. Hey, look! I just kind of went forward from that, actually. And hey, I knew to search this area. Because, yeah, nice. Oh, there's a stone here, so I guess... Oh, god damn it. I'm stubborn. Yeah. But yeah, nice. Found a medallion. That if I go away from this area, should appear on the map. Go a bit further. There it is. I just found that one, and I found it using the absence of medallions in this area. So about P-switches. Let's go see if there's a P-switch over in this. Actually, no. Let's go see if there's a P-switch somewhere between these three locations over here on the east coast. I mixed up my directions. Oh shit, a nabbit. Come here. Aw. Why does he run at 5 bajillion miles per hour? Hey, look, a P-switch. Nice. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. And now, yep, there we go, shows up on the map. So that's another P-switch that I have, and I found it because I got the idea through the map to check this area. Now, as I've already said, this isn't a perfect solution, but it's definitely a good solution. Hey look, another P-switch. Nice. Now, the reason I don't really think this is a perfect solution is because I already know there's a way they could have done this to make finding P-switches and medallions a lot easier. And it's like a mechanic in the game already that's on the map already. And that is quite literally displaying how many P-switches or medallions are in a certain area. And the way they could have done this is just switching over the medallion thing to make it easier to not auto-select something. Is like... So the way they could have done this is like, say, this region here, this desert here. They could have, like, had a little border around the desert and made this whole section, like, its own little section that you could find medallions and P-switches in. And, like, done that for this little burnt charcoal area, these two separate green areas, like, and all that, like, all these different sections be like their own little area that you could find P-switches and medallions in, and the moment you like hover over them, they tell you like, oh, you have this many P-switches and medallions out of this many that are total in this area. Because they kind of do that with the panels, because when you hover over one of these tracks, it tells you, oh, you have this many panels out of the total amount that are here. So like hover over Crown City, there are 10 total, and you could see like, oh, how many do I have out of the 10 that are in Crown City? You can check easily. They should have done that with the P-switches and the medallions. It doesn't have to be like, oh, you hover over a course and tells you how many are nearby. You could just hover over the giant region and it would tell you. So like, they could have done that easily, and the fact that they didn't is kind of sad in my opinion, because they had every opportunity to do so and they just didn't take it. So while I think this is a good solution, like as I just pointed out, they could have done it the same way that they did the panels, just making every big region of the map, like all the different biomes of the map, be areas you could select for how many P-switches and medallions are in that area. Like they have all their like independent, they have their own separate P-switches and medallions, instead of the whole map being this area that is like, oh, you have this many P-switches in the whole map. Instead, you go, okay, you check the map, I hover over this little region, this little coastal region here that has Peach Beach, Salty Speedway, and Wario's Shipyard, and go, okay, this area has this many total, and I have this many out of the total. They could have implemented it like that, but they just for some reason didn't. And I kind of find that is a bit disappointing, like, just kind of a wasted opportunity there. And I kind of hope that they update the map again to, like, change it so that it displays all this. And let's be honest, they should have done this from the start. They should have made it easier to, like, find these collectibles from the start instead of, like, adding it in an update. Like, come on, Nintendo, do better. But yeah, so, yeah, I do think the update's good when it comes to the free roam, but it could be a lot better. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning into this little video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any thoughts about what I said, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this kind of a video, let me know as well. I do live streams every Saturday, whether that be like Splatoon related stuff or Mario Kart World or just whatever else. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling that day. And I also have a Discord. Link to that is in the description. You can join that if you want. It's just a little area. It's just a server for the community to congregate if they want. I think that's about it. Again, thank you everybody for tuning into this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to hear from you guys in the comments. And yeah, hope you all have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye!